All right, so we're live now. Okay, so can you hear me?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you just fine. Now, this is going to bounce back and forth from 4G and 5G. Right now, I think I'm on 5G. And your stream coming across here looks perfect.
Okay.
So um, that's really good. You sound fantastic to me. What do I sound like to you? Is it coming
You
through good?
sound good to me.
Okay.
I'm
Now,
using my computer if that makes a difference or anything.
well, you're using the computer. I'm using the phone. So
Okay.
that does make a difference. So I want to kind of check all that stuff too. So you tell me if you notice anything that's weird or whatever. I'm kind of scooting the frame a little bit here because apparently it's not capturing me right. That looks a little bit better. So how's my lighting and everything else look on my side? Look good?
Looks good.
Okay. All right. Well, okay. So a couple things that I'm wanting to kind of go over with you,
Okay.
besides the historical part of it, which you could describe that here in a minute, is I bought this guy. Um, Now, what this is a ultraviolet light. Obviously, you don't want to look at that too long; it'll blind you, this and that. But kind of play it off to the side over here. So this thing broadcasts in 395 to 400 nm, which is right below the spectrum that the human eye sees. So um, the theory behind it is you can use it with certain cameras. Obviously, a full spectrum camera would be the best. We don't have a full spectrum camera yet. I'm actually working on that now, trying to find one that's not incredibly expensive. But there is some success that you can have with them with a regular night vision camera. So I have at least one. Hold on a minute. We have this little guy here, which he's going to go attached to our car. He's also going to be a stationary camera at some point. Um, that is night vision. And I also have a bigger one somewhere in this bag. The bigger one that I was showing you before. So that one's a 360-degree night vision camera. And what I'm going to do is I'm not going to leave this stationary, but I think I'm going to walk around or have somebody walk around or whatever. I use this to probe the area, see if you can see anything, because the idea is that this will allow you to see something along the lines of like a full spectral, like ectoplasm kind of thing. Think of it that way, like a full spectrum or full spectral um, protoplasm thing or whatever the hell they call it. I'm really lost for the word here. But anyway, that's what it's supposed to be able to show. Now, obviously, this will also pick up things like pet urine and that kind of stuff. We know it works on stuff like that. So just think about that kind of stuff being left behind, like trails and stuff of energy from spirits. So that's kind of what it's supposed to do. Because again, it operates just below what the human eye sees. So if you can find something to kind of capture what it's seeing or what it's shining on, will hopefully be able to capture it on camera. So that's kind of what I'm trying to do with it. Long story short, I know it's kind of a bad description and stuff, but I don't really know how else to describe it. It's kind of new to me. I kind of got stuck on it, so I'm kind of excited to try it out and see what it'll do, what it won't do. Um, I am disappointed. This thing right here is not going to make the cut. Um, this was the night vision camera I made out of a Raspberry Pi W0 or whatever.
Oh, okay.
It, the hardware part's just fine. I cannot get the software working on this at all. It's not going to work.
Hmm.
So I'm going to have to come up with something else for that later, which is obviously not going to work right now. I'm not going to rush it and put something together sloppy. I don't want to do that. We've got plenty of equipment to go with now. So later on, maybe we'll, circle back around to that.
Okay.
So tonight was all about testing the YouTube, testing the live. So while we're doing all this stuff here, I'm actually going to log into the channel anonymously, and I want to see what it looks like, as a normal user. I'm going to log into one of my other accounts. I think I'm just going to do it under crack and see what it looks like on this side. And because the laptop is on Wi-Fi anyway, and I'm broadcasting right now. It's showing 5G. So I want to kind of see what the stream looks like here. So bear with me here just a minute. Wow, there's a lot of things to go through here. Holy crap. Here we go. All right, so live. So I clicked on the live. It's pretty easy to find. Okay, so I can see you and I can see me.
Mhm.
Wow. All right, so live. So I clicked on the live. I'm sure you can hear that. Okay, so I can see you and I can see me. Wow. Actually, the stream looks good. The volume looks good. That's streaming pretty good at 5G. I kind of like that. Actually, the stream looks good. I'm not getting pixelation. I'm not getting any feedback. I'm not getting the weird little lines. That's streaming pretty good at 5G. I kind of like it. Okay, so I'm going to cut down the volume here on this. Here we go. I don't want to listen to all that crap. But yeah, it looks pretty good. Yeah, that looks real good actually. So okay, so tell me what it looks like here when we start typing. So I'm gonna say hello, Diane. Let me see what it looks like. Okay, my screen, it just now popped up. Did it pop up on yours yet?
I don't see anything. Oh, yes, I do. Okay, you got to go to the comments. Okay.
Okay, so this is how you usually chat to somebody that that you're trying to like mention to them in case it's a lot of people chatting. So you would say at what is your name on here? Just Die.
Yeah.
Capital DIDI, and you would say hi. Does that show up red on your side?
Haven't seen it yet.
Okay, when it pops up, let me know.
Okay, there it is.
Is it a different color or anything?
No, it's all black.
Okay. Maybe I'm doing it wrong. Okay, let me. I'm gonna try myself here and see. Let's see. I just got Joe. Oh, wait a minute. I bet it's the name because you are. So I'm Joseph Williams. So let me try it. Joseph, all caps Williams. Oh, okay. So I started typing it, and my thing popped up. So at Joseph Williams, hi. Okay, now it changed the color on that side.
It didn't change anything for me.
It did not change over here, but it did change on YouTube itself. So, okay, Di.
Okay.
So, what is your type something for me? Just say hi. Just H
Do
I.
I go to Do I go to private chat?
No, where it says top chat. Just go ahead and type in right there.
I've got private chat and comments, and where I'm seeing all your responses and it is in comments.
Okay, well then go to the comments and type in there.
It doesn't give me a type in bar.
Oh, it doesn't.
Mm-mm.
Okay, hold on one second. So maybe that's a setting I have to turn on. I didn't realize that. Settings, general. Okay, so my broadcast quality, I guess this is the reason why it's so good. It's broadcasting in 720, which is good. I didn't even select that. I guess it's default.
Okay.
Audio guest. Here we go. Guest C viewer comments. Play sound when guest enters. Sure. Guest must authenticate. No, I don't care about that. No band guests. Okay. I'm not seeing a setting for you to chat. That's kind of odd.
It says like a private chat on my end, and then it gives me an option to type in something on the private chat, but like on the actual comments where I'm seeing your stuff, it doesn't give me like a search bar down there, like a little chat bar.
So what are you? Okay, so you're running the phone and the computer?
No, I just took a picture with my phone.
Oh, okay. Hold on one second. Let me see if I can get some information on that. I don't know why that is. I've never used StreamYard too much, just a little dabbing here and there. It's all I've really used it. So it's kind of new to me. That's why I'm trying to figure it out now. Guest chat on StreamYard. Let's see. So in private chat, you can talk to your guests and have a conversation via chat. They can respond to you, and your viewers won't be able to see them. How to add a guest in StreamYard. Okay, well, that kind of stinks. Okay, so the guest won't be allowed to chat. You can private chat with me, and then I could put stuff up there or whatever, I guess. But I didn't realize that. So, okay, that's fine. So we'll just stay away from the chat. If we need to in the future, we'll just delegate whoever's running the stream. They can do all the chatting, you know. And you can still send me a private chat, and I can type it out for you or whatever. But you can also speak on it too, so you don't have to worry about that. You know, you got the audio portion of it anyway. It's just kind of weird. I didn't know that you couldn't have them. I didn't know you wasn't able to do that. It's kind of weird.
That's weird.
Okay, well, moving on to number 2. Send me a private chat, though. I want to see what that looks like.
Okay. Did you get it?
No. Hold on.
Okay.
It says more. Hold on. What's more? Private chat. Oh, that's kind of goofy. I don't know if I like that. Huh. Yeah, that's kind of silly. I don't really like that part of it. Okay. Well, maybe we'll just stay away from the chat altogether because I'm not really a big fan of that. Hold on one second, trying to pull some information on that, see if maybe there's something that we can do about it. If not, it's not the end of the world, you know. But it would be nice if we could use that. So you can read everything though, right?
Yes, I can.
Okay. Well, I guess that's the most important part, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So as long as you can read it and then you can respond, you know, via the mic or whatever, I guess that's something that we can deal with. Just won't have the ability to chat, which kind of stinks, but you know, it's not the end of the world, so that's fine. Digging here further just to make sure, but I don't think there's anything we can do about that per se. Let's see there. Whoa, the hell? So there's that.
Sit.
Bear with me. I gotta get rid of this. Cool. All right, so that should. See, I've got 2, 3. I got 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I got 4 streams opened up at the same time. I'm running 5G on my phone. I've got 1, 2, 3. I got 3 running on my computer on the Wi-Fi, and running back and forth from each one. It seems like. Let me see here in a minute. Yeah, there's a slight delay between the ones that I got on here, probably because I'm on the same computer. Okay, which is totally fine. I understand that. 2, 3. There's about a 3-second delay between the two. That's totally fine. I think we can deal with that, don't you?
Yeah.
So on quality portion on your side here, what would you say it is right now? I mean, is it seem to be working really well?
I think
Any
it's working really
difference?
well.
So I'm trying to tax my internet here at the same time. I'm running a speed test. I've got 4 other videos playing in the background at the same time. And that's on the Wi-Fi portion here. So that's probably why I'm getting a little bit of lag there. But my phone, I'm in the basement. I got concrete wall there, plaster, and the garage right there. So, I mean, I'm fairly isolated in an area where I should have a lower signal, and it seems to be doing pretty good. So, I think I'm pretty happy with that. What do you think?
I think so.
Okay. All right. So let's go over a couple of things since I got you on here. This is what I'm doing. I went over this last night on the Instagram live. So I'm bringing some stuff in from Crack 3D RC Racing, right? I've been working on the drone, trying to get it operational, and it is not going to work. So what I'm going to do, we can use this or not use it. It doesn't matter. I'm going to bring it just in case. This is my favorite little guy. We're going to be able to use the Tello. Now this guy is super small, has a camera right in the front. It takes a 720 pin, I think, is the video that it offers. It usually does a pretty decent job. I've taken many videos on my channel, and the quality seems to be pretty good. The only thing you got to worry about with that little guy is it's Wi-Fi, so the range is not the greatest. But I don't, being inside and stuff, I don't want it to get too far out of my range anyway. I tried to get Gary to fly it last time when we shot the video for the outside for the intro. He was a little skirmish about it. He didn't really feel comfortable doing it, so, and that's fine. So it does take a little bit of a learning curve to do it. He didn't want to crash it or whatever. So we're going to go ahead and bring that.
Okay.
This is our car that we're going to be using. As you can see, I have a GoPro mount on the top. So that is going to fit this night vision camera. The reason I'm trying to push the night vision camera on there is I don't have to attach a light to it. Now I can attach a light, it doesn't matter, but if I could do it, with one mount, that would be so much better. So if I can use this and it would work, I think that would be better. So mainly my idea with the drone and the car is to basically use it as trigger objects, kind of charge up the area. At the same time, I want to run different things in there, like I don't know, like the EM pump. So run that in the area at the same time. I got both the REM pods done. Did you see the second REM pod that we did?
I did. I actually like that a lot better. It's not as thick.
Yeah.
It's a
So
lot
on
slimmer.
this one here, so let me show you what's going on with this real quick, since we're doing a live anyway. I'll kind of show everybody what I was talking about. There's a couple things I'm not really happy with this one here. It's been kind of squished for a while, but it gets kind of bound up on itself on the inside, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. All right, so this is the outside portion of it, right? On the inside, you got your board, and then behind the board, have a lot there, but you got your switches and stuff for the front. Mm-hmm. The problem that I'm running into is I had to redo the antenna, because when I took the old antenna off, it was kind of crap anyway. So when I put the new one on, it kind of created a little bit of a higher place for this board to rest. And as you can see, when you put the battery in here, there's not really any room for it. So I've been squishing it around in different areas and stuff, and it kind of fits maybe like right there, kind of. Mm-hmm. So I'm down to only using one screw on the back plate, which would be fine. We're not going to drop it and, wrestle around with it or anything like that. It should be okay. But after this investigation, I've already started working on a new case for it. So ideally what we're going to have is the two lights are going to be right there, switch somewhere in here, and the antenna somewhere over there. And I like these cases because this is the reason why, Di. No screws. No screws. Just snap right on. So everything inside here will fit inside here. So I just gotta do it. But it's gonna take me a little bit of time. So I wasn't exactly happy with the way this thing has been fitting for a while, but it's been working. I just ran into the problem the other day where it wasn't really, it was kind of interfering with the antenna and stuff. So that's when I knew I had to finally do something about it. So why? So Gary, if you're watching, I can't talk. I'm doing a live stream. Every time I do a live stream, which is something I'm going to have to figure out too. Every time I'm doing a live stream, I've had somebody try to call me. I want to get rid of that. But if I'm using the cell phone, I can't do that without turning off the network. So I have to figure out.
Does your phone not have a do not disturb mode on it?
It does, but I haven't used any of that stuff. So can you set it to where it doesn't receive phone calls?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I need to do that then.
At least I know I can't because I have an iPhone. I know I can do that.
I got to do not disturb on mine. I just haven't dove into it, so.
Okay.
TikTok. Hold on a minute. I'm trying to see what he's wanting. All right. I can't chat with him right now. You can send him a message or whatever if you want and just tell him we're on live right now. If he wants an invite, I can send him one, but it'll have to be over his email or something.
Okay.
And it'd be cool to have him on here too, because then we could test it with 3 people. So that would be really nice. But just tell him I'm running everything on my phone. Let me see if I can invite another one here. Copy to the clipboard. Oh, I actually can. It's pretty easy. So let me find his name here. Bear with me. You can still hear me, right?
Mm-hmm.
Di?
Yes.
You can still hear me, right?
Yes.
Okay. Did I break up at any point?
Yeah, you've been breaking up the past, I don't know, about 2 minutes.
Is it because I was messing with the phone?
Ever since the phone, like when he tried to call, it's been kind of.
Okay, so that's good to know. Okay. All right, so let me write that down here. So it's 5G. It's messing up on 5G after call. So I'll try to isolate that out. Because it came through like, you had a missed call, this and that, whatever. So I think that was why it was messing up. Is it okay now?
It's okay now.
Okay. So hopefully that's all it was. And if he joins, we'll know what this thing will handle. So hopefully he can. That way we can, have a 3rd person on there. All right. So here he is now, Gary. So I'm going to add him to the stream.
There he is.
All right. Hey, what's up, Gary? Your microphone's off. You got to turn the mic on.
Yep, your mic's muted. There you go.
Camera's doing. I got my phone facing right at me, but it's like crooked.
Okay, so what I was doing, Gary, was when you wow. Okay. Yeah, I don't want to see your fat stacks of cash there.
No, I'm waiting on Pizza Man.
So when you called, it kind of messed up the stream here. How are you seeing it, Gary? Because I'm doing this all on my phone.
I can see you, but like I said, this thing's like weird, dude. There we.
What do you mean?
I have to see.
What are you doing that for?
It's crooked.
You look like you're in a Star Wars thing. Like you got the little robe and shit on.
Yeah, look, I'm looking at my phone right now, and you see how crooked my face and head is to this.
It kind of does look off-centered, yeah.
Well, okay, so this is what I'm having to do, which is why I keep doing this. I have to scoot over to the side because I'm using the front-facing camera on my phone, and I have to scoot to the side in order to do it. Gary, that's what you're doing now. Other way.
No discussion.
Other way. Just turn it.
Testing. Error.
Okay. All right, Fatty. Let me fill you in on what's been going on. So I got something really cool. Okay, the human eyesight can only see from 400 nanometers or nano whatever they call it, nm. It can only see from 400 on up. So the light that I got here measures from 395 to 400.
Right.
Can you see that? It's a flashlight, but it's an ultraviolet flashlight.
Hold on,
It measures from 395 to 400.
Okay.
I think he's doing Pizza Man.
No.
Oh. Now the only thing that we've noticed on this so far, Gary, the StreamYard seems to work pretty good, but like Diane can't use the chat. She can private chat to me, but I guess since I'm running it, you guys can't chat on the side like on the live chat, which is kind of weird. I kind of thought that you could, but apparently not. So I don't know if there's something I can set later, but for right now, we're just gonna not use the chat.
Yeah, the camera thing's kind of goofy.
It is a little bit, yeah. That's all right. That's all right. We're only going to be using it for YouTube, and we're going to do it during the investigation. So we're going to be all over the place doing all kinds of crap anyway. So do you see how easy it is to use, though? This is why I chose to use the StreamYard, because the other apps and stuff like that, they're kind of complicated.
Hey, let me ask you something.
Yeah.
I got you on here, and it's not nothing to do with the investigation or anything, but how would I deactivate an Apple Watch from my Apple phone?
You have to delete it off of there.
Where do I go to? Settings, I guess.
Yeah, you go to settings and you would clear it off of your it'll like list all your devices, and it'll you'll have to like go in there and kind of like say forget device.
Right.
I don't remember exactly where it's at.
Yeah, because I don't know anything about Apple, dude. I've
right,
got
so
the one.
check this out. I got called Amish today.
You look a little Amish, yeah.
I'm
That's
like,
pretty cool.
Ridiculous.
whatever. I'm like turning butter.
You're just jealous because you can't grow like me.
Dude, I just trimmed them off.
It actually looks good. It really does.
Yeah. Cut my own hair and everything.
Look at you.
I should have had you. I should have had you cut my hair. I cut it a little too short.
God, that almost made my one eye bulge out.
Yeah, well, it is what it is. So Gary, this is how we're gonna run the car. Remember how I was telling you we're gonna do some crack 3D RC stuff?
Right.
This is the car I got. I got the GoPro mount on the top.
Yeah.
Okay. And
Put my little
so we're
camera
gonna
on
use it. Yeah, I'm gonna put the night vision camera on it. The little one that I got is this one right here.
Cool.
That's my SQ11 Mini or whatever they call it.
Right.
The only reason I want to use that one is because it is night vision. The other ones you have to have lights.
I must have some paranormal going on right now because my phone just went from 48% to 11%.
Look at you. You a poltergeist and didn't even know it, right?
Mm-hmm.
So inside, Gary, while we're inside doing the investigation, I'm also going to run this.
Right, that little thing's bad.
Yeah,
when we did
I think it'd be pretty cool.
When we did that aerial footage, that thing worked pretty dang good for how fast the wind was blowing and how hard.
That's what I was saying. That's why I like it. It's a small one, but it's more of a beginner's kind of a drone. Now check this out. I did get something else pretty cool. This one here I can't use for the investigation.
Duh. It's huge.
It's Mahusif. It's another ProMark. That one's a Warrior drone, a ProMark Warrior. I traded my buddy a receiver and transmitter for that because he was missing a receiver for his or a radio for his car that he had. So I got that, and eventually I'm going to be using it for other stuff. But okay, so I guess that's kind of really it. I'm kind of testing everything, and what I was going over with Diane is I'm running all this stuff on the phone. It seems to be actually doing a pretty good job. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. I got 4 windows open on my laptop running on the Wi-Fi. 2 of them is connected to this stream, and 2 of the other ones is connected to other videos. I'm just letting them roll in the background, just kind of taxing it and seeing how it'll do. Everything seems to be running fine. How's it look on your end?
It's a little bit glitchy over here. Like your voice keeps glitching a little bit.
Are you on Wi-Fi or are you on 5G? Are you on your mobile?
Wi-Fi.
So, do you have unlimited? Wow. Do you have unlimited?
Yeah, I've got unlimited data.
Switch off your Wi-Fi because I think it might be your Wi-Fi. Because Diane looks really smooth. Did you turn off your Wi-Fi?
You there?
Yep.
Hello.
I can hear you.
Yeah, with Wi-Fi it works. Without it don't.
Really?
Yeah.
Your Wi-Fi seems like it's a little laggy whenever you're on it, but I mean it is what it is.
I mean, I've got Xbox, 2 TVs, 3 phones, a Ring system. That's it all on my Wi-Fi.
I got all that stuff on my Wi-Fi too, but I'm not using it to broadcast the stream, so maybe it's not taxing it as much. I don't know.
Right.
This stream is running at 720p too.
We're
It's
actually
not.
sitting here watching some.
What is it?
We're sitting here watching some mountain monsters and some other stuff on some, just a little bit of knowledge on stuff that on the other end on the cryptotics.
Oh wow! I just changed the layout there. Hold on. Woo.
Yeah.
I kind of like that one a little bit. Well,
So
I'm playing around with
some digging up, and you know how they, but I was doing some like research and shit, and I found out right Patterson Air Force Base. Hold on 1 second, Fatty. Pizza's here.
All right. Diane, when he gets back, do you want to do your research stuff that you want to share with everybody?
Sure. And there's some equipment that I probably want to show as well.
Oh, okay. Yeah. I'm down.
I got, whether we use it or not, that's up to everybody.
I don't know if you can see me or not, or hear me still.
I can barely hear you. Barely see you.
This thing's goofy. There we go. Now I can see you guys a little better.
Get my nieces fed. Get my nieces fed.
But yeah, there we go. Right, multiple other little bases around, and they were doing mutant like injections into people, and they're saying that like the Mothman and like the Wolfman and all that that has been seen around here, Kentucky and everything, because of like our government like test subjects. And I was looking at that hidden Ohio map. The hidden Ohio map that you got me is it shows a bunch of the stuff where the bases and everything was. So like, there's actually a lot of research into Ohio, and there's a lot of like digging that you could do to get for all this crap that's in Ohio. Period. It's just us, die.
I guess. Hello.
Guess he didn't want to know what I had to say.
I guess not. Oh, there he is. Me.
Sorry. Okay, so it switched over to the Wi-Fi. I don't want to switch it back because I was messing with this, trying to plug this in, and I got into connections, and I guess I hit something or whatever. So I'm going to leave it alone, see what it does, whatever.
Yeah. And when hers are. You was gone there for a minute, Fatty.
I can't understand what you're saying, man. You keep breaking up.
He said you were gone for a minute, Fatty.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I know. I'm going to get rid of this thing, too, because that's what started all that crap. I'm having a hard time hearing Gary, so I was just going to put it on the speaker to where I could hear him, but that's not going to work, whatever. Okay, so
Well, my iPhone 7's crappy with the microphone when I have it on a speaker program.
that's all right. So, Diane, do you want to tell Gary what you was talking about with the endoscope?
So with the endoscope, I was thinking that maybe we could take the endoscope. I mean, it might not be long enough per se. However, I'm going to go ahead and share this informational tidbit. There is supposedly a girl who had fell from like the top of the staircase and like had hit the floor.
Hold on. Joe, do you hear that?
What is that noise? I think it's Gary. For some reason, he's... I don't know.
Mm-hmm. I have no idea. It was coming through a minute ago.
I don't know, Bubba.
It was like a robot.
Yeah, you keep breaking up real bad, Gary. Let me see if I can turn the stream
Hannah said
quality
our
down.
ghost is back.
Oh, yeah? Hi, Hannah.
Hi, Hannah.
I'm telling you, dude, it's something in my...
Yeah, I can't change I can't lower the quality of it. So
She said what?
I can't lower the quality of the stream. If I could lower the quality of the stream, it wouldn't be cutting in and out so much like it is with you right now.
Well, let me disconnect and try to reconnect.
Okay. Yeah, do that.
Okay.
Okay, Diane, you still got your cell phone?
All right, well, I'm disconnect and try to reconnect because it's crackling.
Do I have my what?
We're doing it bad, Gary. Let me get you off of here. I'm going to actually take you off the stream. Can you message your brother, Alex, and let him know that we're on a live stream? He sent me a message on Snapchat, and I can't respond to him.
Okay.
Just he can join the live stream if he wants. It doesn't matter to me.
What connection, like what people do you guys have? Do you guys have Fioptics by chance?
Yeah.
Okay, because I have Spectrum. I don't know if that makes a whole lot of difference. Because we have, I don't know, you know how Chris is. He's got to like have the latest and the greatest on the Wi-Fi and everything. Because we got rid of cable, but we have like the top of the top Wi-Fi. So I don't know if that makes like a big difference, and depending on which one you have, I have no idea.
Well, I have 1 gigabit service. That should be plenty for anything I need. It ain't the big of a deal. Now you're coming through fine. It's just Gary that's having the problem, and I think it's just because of where he's streaming from. Okay, here's another guest. It's probably Gary. There we go. Okay, I added him to the stream. I can hear you now, Fatty.
I can hear you.
I have personal hotspot that the school actually provides for Hannah and Emma. We don't use.
Yeah.
I can bring it.
No, you don't need to do that. I got one myself. We don't need any of that. I've got unlimited.
They keep it in the car.
I've got unlimited. You've got unlimited on your phone. That should be plenty. So Diane, this is the end of the endoscope. I don't know if you can see that or not, but see how it makes a regular USB?
Mm-hmm.
And if you flip it up, it's got the USB mini or whatever. And then you can plug it into this adapter here and it becomes a USB-C. That plugs into all the current Android phones, but it does not plug into the Lightning of the Apple.
Okay.
So go ahead and tell Gary what you was going to tell him about the endoscope, though.
So I was thinking because there was a urban legend or a myth of some sort that had happened. I guess this happened in like maybe the 40s or 50s. There was a girl that supposedly had fell from the staircase and like had survived the initial accident or whatever, and she died like 2 weeks later at home. I was thinking that maybe we could we put the endoscope down the stairway to see if we can get anything.
That sounds good to me.
That's one hotspot I definitely wanted to try.
Okay. Okay. Gary, are you still there?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Okay, you don't have to have the
Can you
video.
hear
You're
me?
probably eating or whatever. I can hear you. I just wanted to make sure you were still there. So, Diane, before you run over the history stuff that you was going to talk about, let me run this over real quick. So I have a little bit of an inventory here of what I've been taking. This is my inventory that I'm bringing. Data logger, 3 EMFs, 2 digital recorders, 1 near infrared camera, the corded temperature gauge, Gary, the Radio Shack radio, 2 temperature guns, the infrared ones. I got 2 extra Android cell phones, the SB11 Spirit Box, 2 ghost detectors, a night vision 360 camera. I got 4 CB or walkie-talkie radios, 2 REM pods, a laser grid, an EM pump. One of those cell phones is I also have an Apple iPhone, the 6 Plus or whatever the hell that is. And the reason I'm telling you guys what I got here is because we need a lot of batteries. So Sam is going to get the AAA batteries for it. I'm getting the AA's. We still need 12 9 volts.
I have a couple 9 volts because the parabolic mic took 1, so I have 2 9 volts that we can use.
So since you talked about that, go ahead with what that is.
Okay, so this is technically a bird watching mic, but it's a Hasbell brand, and I was playing around with it a little bit earlier. And what it is, these are the headphones that came with it. You put it on, it kind of like enhances the sound to be able to find things a little bit better. Right here is the little scope that you can look through to kind of see what you're trying to listen to. There is on the side, I'm going to go ahead and see if it'll flash. Might be hard to see, but usually it'll flash up red. This is the on and off switch. You hold this down and you can hit record at the same time, and it records up to 12 seconds. Now, the only bad part about this is it records for 12 seconds. I don't know exactly how to get the information out there. I'm actually still currently reading on that because it came with like a little instruction manual. But it only records up to 12 seconds. So if we tried to use it again and got something on it, it would delete what's already stored on there. So I'm trying to figure out a way of how to get that off there, because this does record, and you can also play it back when you have it recorded.
Okay.
So I thought it was pretty nifty. You can also change from low to high on the side here. I'm still kind of working out the kinks of it, but I'm going to go over a little bit more tomorrow and see what else I find out about it. But I think it's pretty interesting so far.
I think that's really cool. So I'm excited to see what that thing will do. You know what the difference between a binaural microphone and a parabolic is?
Not 100%, no.
I was trying to look a little information up. I think what it is the parabolic microphone. You can kind of point it in one direction and get sound.
This
Very terrible.
very good.
Everybody else is fine, but you, man, I don't know what's going on over there, but it sounds terrible. So I think with the parabolic, you can like point it in one direction and it'll get everything from that direction. A binaural,
I've only got 2 bars on my signal. But my
Oh, is those the ones with the ears?
Yeah, they look like the ears, and it's supposed to mimic like what you would hear yourself amplified.
Okay.
I don't know what the differences are beyond that though. But the parabolic mic I know those things work really well.
Yes, they do. I went outside with it and I could hear like literally a lot.
Remember those like whisper quiet things that are like they were a hearing aid kind of a thing years ago. You put it in your pocket. I wanted to get one of those forever, just so I could hear stuff like that. I thought that was pretty cool.
I
Because it
think
works
that's cool.
Gary, what was you trying to tell me? Did he freeze up?
I think he did.
I think Gary froze up. Gary, I'm going to take you out of here if you can hear me. Try to come back. Well, never mind. He went away anyway. So we've been going for 47 minutes here, Di. It seems to be working pretty good. You know, we're just kind of BSing and stuff. I think it's, working pretty decent. Instagram does work really well, but then again, you can only pull in one other person. So I like the fact of being able to pull more than one person in. I think we can do 6 at one time on here without upgrading the features or whatever. So I think it's kind of cool. So we still need to get a few batteries. I'm going to get some of those and, some of the other items I was telling you about earlier. But I think for the most part, I think we got everything pretty well covered. Is there any other experiments that you wanted to go over?
Just some general stuff. I have these little, because apparently I read somewhere that there is like shuffling or some kind of like desk movement. Nothing fancy. It's a it's a door alarm, and literally just kind of I'm going to try and put it on the desk somehow and see if it shuffles, and then it goes off like a regular door alarm.
That's pretty cool, actually.
I've got these little, because you said something about the flashlight trick on the last video. You actually have to physically push this to actually make it come on. So I was thinking that maybe, with enough force that this can come on. Instead of just turning it like the flashlight trick, like you said, I figured this would be a nice little trigger object. I've got a voice recorder. I've got my iPad here with the Necrophonic app on it as well. And with that, because I know the Necrophonic app is kind of hard to hear at times. I don't know exactly how well this will necessarily work. This is a little Bluetooth speaker. Like, I don't know how well it would work because I don't necessarily want things to bleed over, but maybe it might be able to help us out with maybe hearing a little bit.
No, because I've been testing this, which is the JBL Flip. I've been testing this with it, and it works just fine. There's a slight delay, but if you account for it, if you account for it, it actually works pretty good.
Okay, so then I plan on probably using this with the Necrophonic app. It's just a little Bluetooth speaker. Then
The one phone that I'm using has a pretty good speakerphone thing on it, so it's fairly loud. So I'm not worried about that one.
I know we don't really have like a thermal or kind of like a whole lot of night vision. I did want to go ahead and tell you I was going to use the GhostTube app, and I went ahead and purchased it for like the year, and it wasn't really that expensive. There's the night vision, ultraviolet. There's like thermal. So I was going to try out a lot of this in different features, and I've got a selfie stick with a built-in microphone, so that way when we can hear it come up on the screen, you can kind of just maneuver it around, kind of like a little SLS camera, if you will, but nothing too fancy.
I've got one of them selfie sticks too with the little microphone thing and the button on it.
Yep.
So if you need another one, or if that one were to break or whatever, I've got a second one that we could use.
Okay.
I've got a GoPro mount attached to it because I was going to do this basically the same thing with one of these other cameras that I have, but you know, we could use it for whatever. It doesn't matter.
And then I got these. There's 2 walkie-talkies that I have. Like you said, I don't know how much you want to use of any walkie-talkies because of the bleed over, but I do have 2 pairs here. And then
I'm going to try to give whatever we do as far as teams and stuff go. I'm going to try to give at least one team member a walkie-talkie. That way, if they're at the other end of the building, we don't have to worry about, you know, getting too loud or whatever. We could, hey, this is Joe, or, you know, whatever. Just, we'll have to make sure we're being professional about it. Like, you know, hey, this is Joe to Diane, or, you know, something simple like that. That way, because it's going to come over on everybody's mic.
Okay.
And so you have to get used to that kind of communication, because there's really no other way to do it without like running somebody down or hollering or something. And that's just not going to really work. So, you know, the smaller the footprint, the better. So we're going to have to like make sure that it's something that we really need to talk about. Otherwise we can wait until we get back to like the ready room, you know? So, but yeah, I think we can use them just fine. I have no problem using them at all.
Okay. This is a movement like strip. It can go on the wall. It's more so for like your beat of the music. But I figured this would be like maybe a good trigger object if we set this up stationary somewhere.
So does that activate by movement?
Yes.
So can you
Or
go in
sound.
front of it? So can you go in front of it? Does it detect the motion in front of you, or do you have to actually physically move the object?
I think you have to actually physically move it because it'll go by more so sound than it does movement.
Oh, really? So it's sound operated too.
So as we're talking, it's lighting up because we're talking.
That is actually pretty neat. I don't have one of those. I like that. That's pretty cool.
I have 2 of these. I actually got them at Five Below, and they were not expensive at all.
That's awesome. I like that idea.
They do connect with the USB.
That is a really good idea. That's going to come in handy in a couple of the rooms that I've seen the little video walkthrough. That's going to come in handy in a couple little places, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's great. I actually like that idea a lot. Pretty cool. I like that.
And the last thing I'm probably going to show you is this is wrong way. My laser grid pen. It goes all the way out. As you can see, you can adjust it. So it goes pretty far out. And I got a little tripod for it too.
Yeah, as you can see, I got one as well. Mine's purple though.
Yep.
And I got the little tripod too.
Yep.
Actually, Guy, when we went to Hughes School, the video Hughes School Revisited 2, that was a 2-parter. So the second video, I think it was the second one, pretty sure. It was Hope, me, and Alex, and we're at the pump asking questions and stuff. And Alex was actually the one asking questions. And just like with every other time that we were there, it responded to him again. And we had it mounted on its little tripod, and it was sitting on top of a column, a concrete column. And we didn't capture anything moving across it like you would expect to see like a shadow or something take the shape and distort the laser. No, that's not what happened. So it physically took the light and it kind of moved it.
Hmm.
I got it on camera where it goes because I'm like, what the hell? And Alex was like, what? It's really cool. I like it a lot. That's the only time I've ever had any luck with that thing. So it's pretty interesting. I like that.
I think so. But yeah, I thought these were the coolest little things. I was like, this is pretty cool. These are actually hanging up in my brother's room at our mom's house. So that's where I got the idea from.
He's got some here too. I just
Yeah.
didn't know that they were operated by sound.
Yep.
That's pretty cool.
But that's pretty much. And then I just got a digital recorder, the one that you actually got me for Christmas. So, and then my Apple Watch can also act as a digital recorder too. So I can leave it somewhere. But
so I think testing the stream as we're going to walk back and look at it again. We're at 56 minutes right now. Mm-hmm. So we've been going for almost an hour, and I know this is a lot longer than what we had talked about, but it was kind of nice to have Gary pop in and stuff so we can test, having 3 people on. I'm actually on Wi-Fi now, so if you've noticed anything at all hiccuping, minus when I got kicked off. So I think that was just where it switched over. Have you noticed anything switching over? Mm-hmm. So I think this is going to work good enough for what we need anyway. And maybe I can change the settings on what it broadcasts at as far as the level goes. But until we get to that point, I don't know how to change anything right now. So we're just going to kind of run like this if it looks good to you.
It looks good to me.
Okay. All right, so we're going to go ahead and probably just go ahead and end this now. We've been running for a while, talking about what we have coming up. We got a decent sized investigation coming up at a elementary school called PoastTown Elementary. We've got a lot of ideas, a lot of experiments. We're going to be driving some cars for trigger objects and stuff. We're going to run some drones. We're going to do all kinds of tests with lasers and parabolic microphones. We got endoscopes. We got tons of other cool little things to play with. So check it out this weekend, Saturday. I don't know when we're going to be doing the live streams, but we are going to be doing Instagram and YouTube live both. So check out our Instagram. It is E.V.P.S Paranormal. I don't know what I don't know how you say it at Instagram, but you just look at E.V.P.S Paranormal on Instagram. You should be able to find it. It's pretty easy. If not, come back to the YouTube, and right underneath the banner image, you'll see all the links for our website. We have our TikTok, our Instagram. Everything's right there. We do not have a merch store up yet. Still working on all that stuff, but everything else is linked in there. Just go check it out. Once we figure out what the live times and stuff are going to be, I'll try to post something. It's going to be kind of sporadic. So once I figure out after we do our walkthrough that day, we'll kind of get a feel on when we're going to do our first live. And then from there, we'll try to figure it out as we go. So with all that, we've got a lot of fun things planned this weekend. Should be a really fun investigation. We got pretty much the entire crew coming out. So it's going to be a really nice, fun one for us. We haven't done one like this for a while. So check it out again on Instagram and YouTube, and we will see you guys then. Thanks for coming on, Di. I appreciate it.
Absolutely. Thanks, guys.